Hi, I'm Meeka, and if this is our first encounter, I want to say hello, and I'm happy you're here. If my content is spiritually enlightening to you, or it encourages spiritual growth, I would like to invite you to subscribe to my channel and press the like button. Alright, today we're going to focus on what is a Christian. We're going to examine the original Greek text in reference to the term Christian. The Greek word for Christian is Christianos, meaning plainly a follower of Christ. A follower is defined as one who accepts the guidance, the command, or the instruction of another. Because to accept the leadership, command, or instruction of another literally means to do what the other person have commanded. An individual that follows or obeys, meaning to go after or carry out or fulfill the command or order of, complying with the instruction of another steadfastly. It is specifically to act in agreement or in compliance with the instructions of another. It is to obey. Now, when we look at it at face value, we are all aware that someone who professes to be a Christian based on the literal sense of the word, to steadfastly follow Jesus' teachings, I think we're all aware that someone who professes to be a Christian and is in the act of sin or in the act of disobedience is not following Jesus. They are not fulfilling his command or complying to his instructions while in the act of sin. This is a clear indicator that they are not exactly who they are professing to be. There's actually a more accurate term for such an individual. And the definition of this term is a person who pretends to be what he is not. And this particular word is a hypocrite. You see, a hypocrite proclaims to be a Christian, which is to proclaim that they actually steadfastly follow Jesus' teachings and that they actually have the indwelling spirit of Jesus, when in fact they don't. They can only hide the desire for these sinful temptations for so long. What happens is they'll experience periodic spurts of being overcome by these desires, which manifest in the act of sin. And this happens because their spirit is not free. They're still in bondage. Jesus stated within the book of John that the one who succumbs to this, to one act of sin, is a slave to sin. He who commits sin is a slave to sin. And some will say, well, he's referencing habitual acts of sin. The problem with that is the original Greek phrase, poieo hamartia, means to commit a sin, a singular act of sin, not habitual sin. That is, the act is not the root. The act itself, the manifestation of the act, is the fruit of the seed that was already planted within the heart. It's just a manifestation of what's already there. Or you can't be tempted by something that you don't desire. And the reason you desire it is because you've made a connection with it. The New Testament states that a Christian is someone who literally is possessed by the Spirit of Jesus. And this synchronizes with the English definition of a Christian, which is one who manifests the qualities or Spirit of Jesus. This is the reason that a biblically defined Christian can go and sin no more. It's a supernatural experience. It's a supernatural thing to be born again. They become a new creature. And the bondage to sin is broken. Well, how is it broken? The desire is broken. They no longer desire it. The fact that they still desire it is the evidence that his spirit is not there.